I love Pokemon cards. Well, not just all Pokemon cards, but mainly Charizard. I love Charizard so much that I tried completing the entire English Master set of every Charizard card in existence. Honestly, I didn't even get close to completing it. After 2.5 years of searching for every card, I just resulted into just pitching the whole idea. So I figured I'd just collect my top 5 favorite Charizard cards. The first edition Shadowless Charizard, the Reverse Holo Legendary Collection Charizard, the first edition Dark Charizard Holo, and a card that I don't have. A card that I've been searching for 2.5 years, the Skyridge Charizard. Also known as the Crystal Charizard, this thing is just a grail. I'm sure my local card shops are sick of me asking about this card. I have a Skyridge Charizard, Skyridge. I thought about it for a while, and honestly, I trade a lot of cards in my collection just for this card. But the only thing is, this card in a PSA 10 is worth around $30,000. So I might have to settle for a lower grade, but it's gonna take some work. I got 11 graded cards and 106 that are raw. This is a lot of cards. I started by looking up the prices on each card and pricing them out because I didn't know an exact value on everything that I had. I never collected for the price of what they're worth. I've always collected just for the love of the cards. This took absolutely forever, but when I finished, I got a grand total of $6,750 worth of cards, which honestly seems like a lot until we look back at the price of the Skyridge Charizard. But I believe that we could get this thing. So I'm gonna flip my way to it. Well, we just made it to a somewhat local card shop. We're out here at Greenlight Cards. I've been here before. Walking into the shop with my cardboard box filled with Charizard cards, I was a little nervous because this is something I worked so hard on. What's going on? What I'm doing is condensing. Tried to complete the entire English Master set of every Charizard. I'm condensing it into 5 cards. I wanted to come here first and give you guys the option of anything that you guys might want. It's nerve-wracking for me right now because this is for the past 2.5 years I've been working on this. As Ricky went through my cards to see what he might want for the shop, I figured I'd look around and see if there was anything that I might want to trade for. And to be quite honest, they had a lot of great cards. I saw one card that caught my eye that I asked to see, which was the Tag Team Latios and Latios GX from Sun and Moon. It was graded in a 10, and I asked to see the Tag Team Charizard and Brixton GX from Sun and Moon, which was also graded in a 10. I did some research and looked up some prices on these cards to see how much they were worth, and from what I got at the time, together they were worth around $1,050. And well, he ended up picking out some cards that he might be interested in buying, which were 3 of my Charizard cards that was worth around $880 for these 3. He wanted these 3, which I figured if I threw some more cards in there, he might want to do a trade for those 2. We got Reshiram and Charizard. All right, goes for like $30. Throw this in there and try to do straight trade for everything. 4 cards. 2 graded cards. I have a trade of mine. Yes, sir. I like this guy. You like that? And I'm so mad that I like it because I don't have this in the collection. So it just, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But even though I'm getting rid of it, I'm a mess. I also like this guy. You were interested in these 3? Mm-hmm. If I throw this guy in here, would you do the trade for these 2?
I couldn't do it with just this guy, but I am interested.
It's Charizard though.
We got,
you know what I mean?
we got 915 here, and we got 1110 here.
You 100% would be helping me out, is what you're trying to say, and I agree with you.
I wish I could, man. Could you do something else to make it a little bit sweeter?
Little cherry on top?
Yeah, because I'm willing to work with you. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. There was something about negotiating with my own cards that had my heart beating out of my chest. But I searched for another card that I can throw on top and found a little cherry on top. All right, it's all red cherry. You want a cherry, right? Something red, right?
All right.
Speak to me. Speak to me. This was extremely nerve-wracking. Gosh, this feels so wrong just trading my cards. Now I'm feeling it, you know?
Subscribe.
Please. Speak to me.
Yeah, I'll do it, man.
You're a legend. You're an absolute legend. Let's flip and go. Absolute legend, thank you.
No problem, man.
Greenlight ended up hooking me up with a great trade. And they also ended up giving me one of their Inspiration Greenlight bags, which was super nice of them. Take it easy, man. There's something about like trading my own cards that like My heart is like pounding now. But it was definitely worth going in there because check out these cards that we got. Latios, and a PSA 10 Rainbow. Dude, this is a banger. This is a huge chase card right here. And this is a card that I didn't even have in my collection that honestly I would love to keep, but we're going for that Skyridge Charizard. I didn't even know that we were gonna be trading. I mainly wanted to just sell. I'm not doing just trading, cash, trading, you name it. We're gonna get that card. After that, I figured I'd go get some tacos, and I ended up writing down the prices for the new cards that we got until we made it to this next place called Game On. Never been inside here before. Walking in here, I really wanted to start selling cards because once we find the Skyridge Charizard, we might have to spend some cash to get it. I'm Connor, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
Good to meet you. Would you be interested in any of these?
I can see what you got.
While Steve looked through my cards, I decided to look around. They had some really cool stuff, but to be quite honest, nothing was really catching my eye. So I figured I just want cash for right now.
Take 80 for this?
80? Yeah, no, I probably couldn't do 80, no.
That's the lowest you go on it.
To be completely honest, last sales and comps and everything, it's around 170. I feel like I have it priced pretty fairly. I mean, I could knock $10 off if you would be interested.
Not right now.
That's A-okay. A-okay.
Thanks anyways.
Of course, thank you. Even though we didn't get to make anything work here, it was worth a shot. Plus, I figured card shops might not be the best place to try to get cash. So I made my way over to a card show at Collector's Arena, which this place was packed, which made me think we might be able to find a Skyridge Charizard here. Do you happen to have a Skyridge Charizard?
I have a... don't.
No. This was gonna be a hard card to find, but I made my way around to some other vendors and I found someone who was interested in my cards.
I got
Would you be, do you wanna look through this?
my table's over here.
All right, deal, I'm following you. Dave?
Yeah, this is Dave.
Dave, what's up, man?
I messaged you on Instagram about your Charizard collection.
Shut,
I sold you a
That's-
couple Charizards.
shut up. Can I come back here in a second because I'm working with him and then, yeah. What was your name?
RJ.
RJ?
Yeah.
Connor.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you. Look through some stuff. You tell me if you like anything. As Dave went through my cards, I figured I'd take a look at what he had, and he was not lying when he said he has high-end stuff. I want to get like a couple cards to trade for one card, if possible. You know what I mean?
Hey, is there something you see that you'd like?
This is what you're interested in right here.
Yeah.
But there was a card that I saw that I started drooling over, which was the Umbreon EX from Prismatic Evolutions. This was my first time seeing this card, and on top of it, it was graded in a Beckett 9.5. I got pretty excited seeing this thing, so I figured we'd try to trade for it. Okay, so right now we're sitting about 1870. Okay, and that's just with these right here. We need to bump that up because he's not gonna bite the offer on trading all these for that one. So I looked through my cards to try to come up with a decent trade for both of us because I know he wasn't gonna let this card go for nothing. If I were to trade these two cards right here on top of everything else, it brings the total up to like 2440. Hear me out.
Well, I am going to CollectCon next month, and I do need to break some stuff down into smaller stuff, so...
Dude, you're a legend. You are an absolute legend. This was the biggest trade we made so far, and I thought at the time that this was a pretty even trade. At the time, I was happy about the trade, but something was off, which I'll end up getting into later, because we have another possible trade on the line.
This is the card I sold
right
you
now.
though.
Holy yes!
Time ago.
Guess what?
Have it?
Look for it in
Is it
here.
gone?
No, I'm keeping that
It's a
thing.
sweet
Dude,
card,
that's the first edition. This interaction was crazy because not just did he sell me Charizard cards before, but he also had the card that I was looking for, the Skyridge Charizard. The only thing though, it was in Japanese, not English. But it was still really cool to see that these cards are still out in the wild. So after that though, you know what I'm doing. Would you be interested?
Take a look.
I might not have any ones though. As RJ looked through my cards, I looked around at his collection and he had some pretty unique stuff. He had a big collection of PSA 1 graded cards, which is actually pretty hard to get. Because if you send a card into PSA that's extremely bad, sometimes they won't even grade it. But not just did he have ones, he also had some 10s, like this Vaporeon VMAX promo that was graded in a 10, and this Umbreon V from Evolving Skies that was also graded in a 10. And honestly, I liked this card. So I decided to come up with a trade. That's a banger. All right, Umbreon, listen, we're just like collecting Umbreons at this point. It's weird, turning Charizard into Umbreon. In my head, it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, if we're trading up. So I went through some of the cards that he picked out that he liked, and I came up with something decent. but we'll see if he likes the trade. So right here, we're sitting about like 950 bucks between these 4 cards. The card that I was looking at, it goes for around like 1,000. I've seen last sales for 1,000. I've seen some going for around like 1,200 bucks. I think this would be a decent trade right here. And if not, we can throw some candy on top.
Don't beat me up too much on these.
I'm not gonna beat you up. I'm gonna try not to. Okay.
I'm listening.
So this guy right here, I've seen comps going for this. I've seen comps going for like 1,000. Anywhere in between there. I got these cards right here. I want you to do your research. Make sure, fact check me. You sit down, comp them, do your thing, and let me know if we can make the deal possible.
We're close.
Or close.
The last comps I see is the lowest is 1150. The higher ones are at 1250.
I'll probably price this maybe like 1,050.
You're cutting yourself short. Flash fire, what's that at? I was just curious. That's like my favorite Charizard. If I sub this out, right?
Yep.
Or sub this out. And I take
You want to get rid of the? You were obsessed with the swirl, dude.
I like. This is like my favorite Charizard.
Okay.
Okay, if I take this out, put this in, I keep this. You sign this for me, and I get to put it in my binder.
You're wild. Let me think about this.
Okay.
Let me think about this. Honestly, he's such a legend. Usually, like, I'd want to, like, trade up, but if he wants me to sign a card for him, I almost feel like I should just throw in all the cards together, because he said he wants me to sign this one for him, so I think I'm just going to throw in everything together. I think that would be fair. Usually, I'd be trying to get a better deal, but instead, I'm going to better his deal. You just shot me at, put this guy out, and then you want me to sign this card?
Yep, if you're cool with that.
How about I throw this guy in, I sign this card, and then we shake hands.
Of course, why not?
Well, let's do that.
Appreciate
Better's your deal.
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, why would I have said no? Appreciate it.
Legend, dude.
Nice meeting you.
Great meeting you.
Appreciate it.
Great meeting you. Even though we haven't been selling yet, this was such a sick card to trade for. But I ended up signing the card that he wanted, and while the event was wrapping up, I got to meet a few supporters of the channel, and I ended up signing another card.
I wanted you to sign this one. I'm at you.
Oh my god, homie just clip farmed me right now. And as I was about to leave, I talked to the owners of Collectors Arena, and they seemed like they were interested in my card.
Charizard's your guy. You can't be giving them away.
So there's the thing. Selling everything now just so I can get my 5 grails. That's one of the cards is grails. Not girls.
Grill.
No, I'm married. Watch
This
it.
is what they're worth.
This is what they're worth.
Saying trust him and don't look him up.
No. Look them up. Fact check me. Go ahead, fact check me.
Oh, you're right. He's low. He's low. I like his prices.
Was I really low? I don't know if I'm low. Now I'm thinking about it. But I looked through all the cards that they had, and this deal got so confusing that I don't even know what happened, but there was no talking. We were just dealing. This happened so fast. We were just pointing at numbers, pointing at cards, and somehow we worked out a deal.
Deal.
There it is, just like that. That's how we make a deal. There wasn't even any talking right there.
Yeah.
That was like the sign language deal.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are legends. Thank you. Even though we didn't sell anything, I was pretty happy the way things went at the event. But while I was walking out, someone ended up stopping me. Where's your shop?
We're on 11 Mile.
I'm gonna go stop by. When are you guys gonna be there?
We're open tomorrow.
Open 7 days a week.
And honestly, I feel like this would be a good opportunity to go see what they have. But back to the Umbreon EX that we got, I felt like something wasn't right, and I didn't know what it was until I got home. I think I messed up. I definitely messed up. So right now, this card, I'm seeing sales for around $1,800. I traded $2,400 in cards for this thing. I mean, I see a sale for $2,485, but then I also see sales for $1,800 and $1,900. I mean, this thing fluctuates in price like crazy. Gosh, I feel so wrong for doing this, but I'm gonna see if I could reach out to him and try to see if I can get my cards back. So I shot him a DM, and surprisingly he got back to me. And I asked him if it would be cool if we could hop on a phone call. So we talked for a little bit, and I asked him if we could reverse the trade, which I felt extremely bad doing. Most people would probably brush me off right now, but it was pretty nice of him just to hop on a phone call. Oh, okay. We might be able to get everything back. God, this is so nice of him for doing that. I feel horrible. I totally screwed this up, but I think we might be able to get our stuff back. So I woke up the next morning, grabbed my cardboard box, and surprisingly, we were able to meet up and reverse the trade. There was one of my cards that he ended up trading, which was an Expedition Charizard, but he threw in the stuff that he got in replacement of that card, which was a bunch of sealed product, which again was so nice of him to do, because he could have just blew me off. But since I was already out, I figured I'd go stop by the shop that those guys in the parking lot told me about, which was a place called Savage Scoops Gallery. Walking in here, the vibes in this place were unreal. What up, what up?
Oh, fresh rip, bro. Just rip this.
Fresh rip? What'd you get?
Seismitoad.
Okay. Look at this. I'm bringing the energy in just as I walk in, right? This is one of the coolest stores I've been in a long time. They didn't just have Pokemon, but they had a whole bunch of stuff like artwork, figures, you name it. Like, this is the craziest store that I've ever been in. All right, first off, the artwork here, insane. All right, the Pokemon here, insane. What kind of cards do you like?
I like everything.
You like everything?
Cheap, high end, low end, bulk, commons.
Could you dig through here and tell me what you like? As Landy went through my cards, I looked at what they had and oh my gosh, did they have a lot of stuff. The amount of packs and sealed product was insane. They had newer stuff, older stuff, and I couldn't take my eyes off this one thing. It was the Long Crimp Charizard base set pack. This thing has been sealed since 1999, and I just had to come up with a trade for it. I'm liking this guy a lot. Let me try to put something together, and then you can just tell me yes or no. Okay, I really like this pack. I feel like personally me, I love it. It's Charizard. It's a great pack. So I went through a ton of cards and totaled up the prices on the backs of them. Just to test the waters, I'd figure I'd go at them with a lower value in trade. This is gonna be the craziest deal yet so far. Look at how many Charizard cards this is. Everything that we got right here, the value is around like 400 bucks. But I wanted to see if he'd do this trade or not. I got a lot of cards right here.
Well, let's see what we're cooking.
We gotta trade Charizard for Charizard.
Sir, it's only right. It's only right.
Would you do this trade right here? All these for this one guy right here. As he looked through the cards that I came up with, I checked out the base set pack again, and dude, this thing was so clean. I'd love to have this in my personal collection, but we're here to flip our way to that Skyridge. But while he was going through everything, we ended up opening up some packs of Unified Mind, which I've never opened before. Ooh, snap. Reverse Riolu, okay? Speak to me. What do we got right here?
We're cooked. We're cooked, chat.
Tag Team Mewtwo. Okay, speak to me.
No. We should have kept this sealed.
Unfortunately, we didn't really pull anything good. But after that, he finished going through my cards.
So you have, at market current, you have 509 to be exact, at current market on each of your cards.
509. That is way over what I valued these cards at. At the time, I was really confused why he said the market value was that high on these cards. Until I realized while editing this, I priced these cards out 3 days ago. And since then, the market already changed on some of these cards. This whole interaction made me realize that Pokemon cards are like a stock market. It could have been one of these cards that went up or multiple of them. I never realized how fast these cards can fluctuate in price, which could be a good thing. It could also be really scary.
Pack. You know, I would tell you just toss me like a $150 card or 100 bucks cash, either or.
Okay. Let me think about this. So I found another card to throw on top, which I had priced around $40. Who knows if the market changed on this thing since 3 days ago, but I threw it in there to see if we could make this trade possible. Got this guy right here. If I were to throw this at you, just with everything, hear me out. You got one pack, and you got a ton of Charizards. It's a ton of Charizards. At the right price, a lot of them are gonna be selling pretty quick. All right. It's gonna take a right buyer to buy this. I say we shake on it. All these for this guy. After some thinking, we made the deal possible. You have no idea how excited I was. These guys at Savage Scoops Gallery were super nice, and honestly, we really just hit it off. You know how big this is? This is absolutely huge. This is one of the coolest packs I have in my collection now, which is going for around $520. Plus, it's got Charizard on it, so it still ties in with my theme. Well, I'm pretty happy at the progress we made so far, even though we never really sold anything yet, and we still don't have a Skyridge Charizard. But I'm determined to get this thing. I mean, just look at the progress we already made. We now have $855 in sealed product, 54 raw cards worth $2,860, and 14 graded cards worth $3,405, which brings our grand total to $7,120. I want to complete this challenge within 5 parts, this being part 1. I don't want this to be a year-long challenge, so I'm going to be working as quick as possible on this, which is why I'm going to go put some cards up on my Instagram for you guys to buy, because we need to start making some cash, which I'm probably going to be focusing on that a lot in the next part. We are getting this Skyridge Charizard Charizard and nothing's gonna stop me. So subscribe if you wanna come along the journey with me. But as always, I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.